Hello, everyone, and welcome to Kindy Rockstars. This is the show that gives you the stories behind the songs from some of the best bands and singers that are making fun, informative, educational, catchy, and occasionally silly songs for children and families. I'm your host, Patrick Adams, and each episode of Kindy Rockstars will feature an artist and a featured song. So let's get to this week's show. Welcome, everybody, to Kindy Rockstars. We have an album feature today with my guest, Emma Greenfield. Welcome to the show, Emma.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Emma is coming to us today from Berlin, Germany, one of my favorite cities that I visited. So, Emma, tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got into making Kindy music.
Well, so I was born and raised in the countryside of Northern England. And my mum was the village music teacher in the village school. So it kind of started quite early. We did lots of musicals, and I learned to play the cornet when I was a kid and had singing lessons and guitar lessons. So I'd say music was always a very big part of my life. And then I moved away to Leeds and started making bands, and then to Berlin, started making more bands. And I spent quite a few years touring around Europe with great musicians. It was a really great period of time. I really feel lucky to have experienced that. And I did quite a lot of teaching as well. I taught quite a lot of music classes in kindergartens all over Berlin. And I think that the combination of teaching kids music and having two of my own little monsters really, really inspired me to make the switch to making children's music. I think mostly really the music classes that I did, obviously we were learning musical concepts and, having fun with music, but I really discovered in that time the potential for music to do so much more, to help kids build confidence and to help them also develop important communication skills and just generally be really very beneficial for their well-being and for my well-being. And then I had my own kids, my greatest fans and greatest critics. They're great. And I noticed with them as well how powerful music is for them in their lives to process everything they see. And so that was lots of inspiration over a lifetime of music making, and then the experiences with my kids that kind of really made me excited about starting to switch to making children's music.
Now, have you gotten your kids involved in the recording process? Are they old enough yet?
Not yet, but I'm totally going to. They're both. I did a gig last week, and they both got on stage with me. They completely stage bombed me and took the microphone. That was it. They're great little singers, but they're 2 and 4 years old right now. So we're just getting them ready.
You're getting close. My youngest daughter is 3, and for the first time, my wife is also a singer, and she was here recording something, and my daughter was seeing that, so she wanted to come up and do the same. So they put on a song from The Little Mermaid, and my daughter grabbed the microphone and she sang the parts of the song from The Little Mermaid that she knew, and then she just loved it. So that became a several-hour venture.
Amazing.
So she's on her way.
Amazing. We've got to get them involved, haven't we? They just love it. I'm yet to meet a kid who's not kind of excited about music.
Yeah, same. Let's talk a little bit about your touring around Europe. I'm a big travel nut. I've been to so many places in Europe and I love it. What's been some of your favorite places?
Oh, that is a good question. Let's think. it was a little while ago now, so I have to have a think about it. So I really enjoyed touring Italy because I love food. And Italy, right? I tried everything I could get my hands on. So Italy was a big favorite in terms of the food and also the weather and the people. We also did a little bit we played in Paris once, which was quite exciting because I never really did many shows in France, and I was always kind of intrigued to see a bit of France. So the Paris show was definitely quite a lot of fun as well. To be honest, we've done quite a lot of German shows that I've really enjoyed. Cologne is just the most incredible audience. That they're just bright-eyed, so excited, singing every word with you. And I've played there with bigger acts and with like duos completely unknown, and whoever I was playing with, the people were just incredible. So yeah, difficult to pinpoint one place.
All right, so let's talk a little bit about your album. So this is your debut EP, and it's called Dance to Your Daddy.
Exactly.
So before we get into the songs, talk a little bit about what inspired you to make this album, what inspired the contents of it. Why are these songs special to you?
That is a good question. Well, it kind of started off as a not that exciting thing of thinking, okay, I'll just do a few classic songs for people to get to know me, searchable things. And the more I got into it, the more I realized there was so much more in it than that for me. So for example, If You're Happy and You Know It, it's a classic kids song. And I just suddenly realized what an amazing potential this song has, by Joe Raposo originally, and what amazing potential it has for exploring a wide range of emotions. And that's a kind of message that we can all get involved with, that can help us all, big and small. It's all right to cry. It's all right to feel sad sometimes. So each song kind of took on its own life. And I realized afterwards that I had all these different motivations of choosing them. So that was nice to sort of discover as I went along. And Dance to Your Daddy, for example, this is a song that my grandpa sang to my mum when she was a kid, and my mum sang it to me when I was a kid, and I sing it to my kids. And it's like a classic sort of actually being passed down from mouth to mouth as it was in the past. And that song has a real kind of emotional warmth for me that I just kind of want to pass on and share. And so yeah, for every song there's this fun little connection that I realized, but after I'd chosen it, it was funny.
All right, well, we'll get into each song and talk about your experience in recording it and why you picked that song. So let's jump in. Let's talk about If You're Happy and You Know It. I think this is definitely a song that I would say almost everybody with kids probably knows, because you put on a TV show that contains music or something like that, nursery rhymes or whatever. This song is usually a part of it. But why is this particular song special to you? Why did you choose to include this one on the album?
So as I'd mentioned, I'm very into sort of supporting kids in their emotional well-being. And I thought this song had such an incredible potential, because you could do so many verses with that. And there's a verse that says, if you're lonely and you know it, tell a friend. And that for me is possibly my most important verse that I added, because I find these messages very, very often that I'm trying to get across to kids. It's often messages that I, as a child, wish I'd heard. So now I'm like the little big feelings ambassador trying to get these messages out that I wish I'd heard as a child. And I just think this song has an amazing potential. So if you're lonely and you know it, tell a friend, trying to sort of really give kids the feeling that if you do feel a bit bad, then you really don't have to stay alone with that. There's usually somebody who you can talk to, and it's really good to do that. Yeah.
All right. Well, let's play it. Here is If You're Happy and You Know It by Emma Greenfield.
If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're sad and you know it, a cry. If you're sad and you know it, have a cry. If you're sad and you know it and you really want to show it. If you're sad and you know it, have a cry. If you're angry and you know it, stamp your feet. If you're angry and you know it, stamp your feet. If you're angry and you know it and you really want to show it. If you're angry and you know it, stamp your feet. If you're lonely and you know it, tell a friend. Feel lonely. If you're lonely and you know it, tell a friend. Can I have a hug, please? If you're lonely and you know it and you really want to show it. If you're lonely and you know it, tell a friend. Oh, I love a good bear hug. If you're tired and you know it, go to sleep. If you're tired and you know it, go to sleep. If you're tired and you know it and you really want to show it. If you're tired and you know it, go to sleep. Wake up! If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands.
That was If You're Happy and You Know It. All right, the next song, we talked a little bit about it, but it's Dance to Your Daddy. And I'll admit, this is a song that I had actually never heard until I listened to your version of it. So talk a little bit about this one and what inspired you to include it.
So yeah, this is a song that I've always really, really loved. And as I mentioned, it's been sung from family member to family member. And I've always had a very kind of strong relationship to folk music. I feel there's something really powerful about the feeling of a song that's been passed on for generations. And there's so much that changes in our lives. You know, no one I know is sat there waiting for a fishing boat to come in so we can have a fish for our dinner. You know, it's a different world. But there's this kind of intimacy in the song of this kind of home life, you know, say, let's do a little dance together, let's have a sing together. And I feel like there are also some very universal things in folk music that we can still connect to today, and our generations ahead of us will be able to connect to as well. So yeah, that just really moved me somehow. And this particular song with my own personal connection with it being passed down in our family. Also, it's just really fun. I don't know if you've seen the video, but I had great fun making a fish costume and dancing around in it and doing some choreographies. So it was also, there was the fun element as well. I have to admit, it was a blast.
All right. Let's listen to it. And everybody be sure to go out and check out the video for this as well. Here is Dance to Your Daddy by Emma Greenfield.
Daddy, sing to your mummy, dance to your daddy, my little lamb. Dance to your daddy, sing to your mummy, dance to your daddy, my little lamb. You shall have a fishy on a little dishy, you shall have a fishy when the boat comes in. You shall have a fishy on a little dishy, you shall have a fishy when the boat comes in. Dance to your daddy, sing to your mummy, dance to your daddy. Sing to your mummy, shall have a herring when the boat comes in. Dance to your daddy, sing to your mommy, dance to your daddy, my little lamb. Dance to your daddy, sing to your mommy, dance to your daddy, my little lamb.
And that was Dance to Your Daddy. All right, the next one is an all-time classic, Row Your Boat. So this is one I personally remember as being one of the first songs I ever learned in chorus, where they would have the boys start off singing row, row, row your boat, and then they would have the girls come in and start singing that part, like the verse behind, kind of how they kind of mesh the voices. So talk to me a little bit about why you chose this song.
I chose this song because firstly, I think it's a song that is very well loved. So I had the feeling that it would resonate well with kids. I love the fact that it's a song that you can do so much with. So you can get yourself a cardboard box and paint it or not paint it, sit in it with a wooden spoon, have the kids rowing around the living room. It's kind of like a fun entertainment song, and it was made with parents also in mind. Sometimes you just need a cup of tea, put the song on, get a box out, give them a wooden spoon, off you go, kids. Mummy's going to go and have a cup of tea and some secret biscuits in the kitchen. Yeah, and again, it's a song that I just find very fun, and it has and I also like the rounds that you're talking about when you start singing a bit later. So I added that in as well. The vocal harmonies. I miss singing a lot of vocal harmonies. So this is a song where I really let it all out and put lots of nice vocal harmonies in there as well. And in the video, this was also a song where I had to squeeze in a little bit of a message, because Monkey, I do the videos with a monkey, and the monkey's kind of chilling, he's cool, he's the captain, and I'm all uptight trying to navigate with my map, and in the end Monkey persuades me just to chuck the map and have a good time. So that was also a little message to myself and everyone else, that sometimes you just got to let go and enjoy life and have a bit of fun.
Love it. All right, well, let's play it. Here is Row Your Boat by Emma Greenfield.
Boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Rock, rock, rock the boat down the jungle stream. If you see a crocodile, don't forget to scream.
And that was Row Your Boat. All right, the next song is Sing a Song of Sixpence. So tell me a little bit about why you included this one.
So this song, I always really enjoyed singing this song, and it was a song that my daughters absolutely loved. So I kind of put this one in for them a little bit. They just love it. They love flying around the living room pretending to be birds that have just escaped from a pie, basically. It's another one of those fun, like, tell them, put the music on, and you have a fun activity together. Who doesn't enjoy flying around a living room pretending to be a bird who escaped from a pie? So and again, it was it's one that this one really was for the fun, for the silliness, and the enjoyment that my kids have of this song.
No better reason. All right. Here it is, Sing a Song of Sixpence by Emma Greenfield.
Sing a song of sixpence, a pocket full of rye, 4 and 20 blackbirds baked in a pie. When the pie was open, the birds began to sing. Wasn't that a dainty dish to set before the king? The king was in his counting house, counting out his money. The queen was in the parlor, eating bread and honey. The maid was in the garden, hanging out the clothes. Along came a blackbird and pecked her on the nose. Ouch! Sing a song of sixpence, a pocket full of rye, 4 and 20 blackbirds baked in a pie. When the pie was open, the birds began to sing. Wasn't that a dainty dish to set before the king? Fly, blackbirds, fly!
And that was Sing a Song of Sixpence. All right, our last song is Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. One of my personal favorite nursery rhymes. I have a daughter whose name is Rhythm, middle name is Star. So we would always change the lyrics to Twinkle, Twinkle, Rhythm, Star.
Oh, beautiful.
But tell me a little bit about why you chose this one.
So this is, for me, it's such a universal song. It's something that everyone seems to know. There seems to be a version in every language. And at the time that I recorded this song, this is actually the demo. The vocals are a demo because I sang the vocals to my baby, to my little girl who was, I don't know how old she was then. She was a baby still. And so this one's kind of an emotional one for me because I was really like with her in my arms singing and really felt I was singing it to her basically. So and every time I listen back to it, I can hear how much I love her. So this is the one that has the most emotion in it for me, because I sing to my babies. But also it was important to me to do a calm song as well, because I think in this wild world, full of input, it's really important. It's something that I'm very bad at. And I think a lot of people find difficult. It's just having a moment of calm, having a rest, taking some deep breaths and just like lying there and dreaming for a while. So this is a song that I like to, now my girls are slightly bigger, we like to sort of cuddle up on the sofa, get some cushions, get a cover maybe, and put the music on and just look up and relax. So that's my little encouragement to kids and parents everywhere, to take a little moment just to breathe and be.
Absolutely wonderful. All right. Well, here it is. Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star by Emma Greenfield.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in you are. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are.
And that was Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. All right. The album is Dance to Your Daddy. And the album, as of this recording, was just released yesterday. So congratulations on that.
Thank you so much.
Tell everybody where they can stream and download these songs, buy these songs, go see your videos, and how can they find and connect with you?
Well, it's available to stream on Spotify and all major and many minor streaming platforms. It will also be available on Bandcamp, probably by the time you hear this. I also have, all of the social medias. Follow. I'd love to stay in touch. It's Emma Greenfield Music, Instagram, Facebook. Yeah, keep in touch for exciting new things as well as this EP.
Awesome. All right. Well, what is in store for Emma Greenfield for the rest of 2022?
Well, this is something I'm very excited about because, as I mentioned, I used to teach, I taught music classes to small kids for 7 years, and I have decided to bring these classes online to try and reach kids everywhere. So I'm going to be taking these, teaching basic musical concepts, obviously, but I'm also going to be involving a lot of these big feelings, emotional development, confidence growing, good messaging, and supporting the well-being of kids. That's going to be my main goal that I'm weaving into these music classes. So that's something that I'm very excited about, because I haven't really found anything like that yet. So I'm hoping to create it and hoping that everyone's going to like it.
Excellent. That sounds awesome. Congrats again on your album release. And thank you so much for coming on the show.
Oh, thanks for having me, Patrick. It's lovely to talk to you.
All right. Take care.
You too.